Today we have a bit of a different guitar than I would normally feature on this channel, because this is a first time ever that I try a guitar by the brand D'Angelico, based in New York, at least, you know, from the headstock. This is the Deluxe Atlantic Baritone guitar. It has a low tuning. It's in like B standard, so it's like an E standard guitar with an added string, so it's like a 7-string without the extra high string. You know, first of all, it looks really good. It is kind of unique. It's a Les Paul-ish type shape, but in its own kind of thing. You know, when you look at everything, it doesn't look like a Les Paul. Like, no one is fooled, especially when you look at the headstock. That looks, you know, pretty crazy. It's quite beautiful. It's a bit, maybe this is a bit obnoxious, but still, I don't know, it's pretty cool. It has locking tuners. That's good. It has the stripe through the neck here. It's kind of interesting because the paint here stops here, and this is glossy, but this is satin, so this is like, you know, matte, and it's very comfortable. But then once you get to the headstock, it's glossy again. Binding is nice. The frets are perfect. All of the hardware is nice. One thing about the guitar is that it has these pickups here. The Seymour, Duncan, Seth Lover A4 humbuckers. Never tried them before, unless in this guitar. It has coil splitting, so I'll go through that as well. You saw in the intro I was playing this song by Between the Bird and Me. It's one of my favorite, like, clean things because it's a bit unconventional. It's not just regular, you know, boring chords. So it is in B standard, meaning that you can play it like you play a regular guitar. It's just tuned down a lot lower than standard. I mean, if I go here and play like from the 2nd string here, play like this, we have an E major chord. And then once you go, for example, if you want to play something like how you'd play a D, you're getting an A. So it's a bit different. The thing about baritones, I want to love them. I want to love this guitar. I just never know what to play on these things. So that's a me problem. It's nothing with the guitar. It plays beautifully. It looks good. It's nice. It's not that heavy. Let's go through the pickup sounds. So the bridge pickup is like this. Middle position. And the neck. Then we can split the pickups to get these spankier single coil-ish tones. The output drops quite a bit when you go to the single coil kind of, the coil tapping or the coil splitting, which is, I guess, kind of normal. When you have a humbucker, usually you lose a bit of output when you go to a single coil tone. That's fine. They sound pretty cool. So it gives you versatility. The thing is, like, what do you play on a guitar like this? I have no idea. I tend to like to hear something that I know in a higher pitch for like a standard song, like the one I was playing, which is from an Opeth song. When it's tuned lower, it just sounds different. It has a totally different feeling. So. sounds darker, sounds cool. I like it. Let's go through some higher gain tones and see what the guitar sounds like with more gain, because definitely not a metal guitar, but let's see how far we can go. Not metal, but I guess like if you're in a band that's doing things, you know, like Loathe, they are using guitars that are definitely not metal, and they're playing really heavy, low-tuned, nasty stuff. So with this guitar, I think you could do that, especially if you go for these like single coil tones, because that's where they live, those guys. Let's go for a nastier tone. I'll change to the tone that I use in my band. So this is going to be a lot more gain, a lot nastier. Let's just see what happens with this guitar. Let's try with a single coil, or the coil tapping. I'm gonna guess that this is the only video where you'll see someone play this guitar with this kind of tone. I think most people are playing like clean stuff, and, you know, going for something more delicate, which I think this guitar is more suited for. But I think if you're clever, you can kind of make it happen. You can kind of make it work, I guess. I'm not very intuitively playing these guitars and like coming up with stuff on the fly. I get confused because I just haven't adapted to these tunings yet. I kind of wish I was, because I think this guitar is really awesome. I think it's extremely well made, it's comfortable, it looks good. The neck is amazing. Maybe with the correct gauge strings that would suit me depending on the tuning. I don't know. It's an awesome guitar. If you're looking for something like this, I will definitely put it in the affiliate links below, and it's up on Sonic Canvas, or it might be. We'll see about that. Either way, I will link it down below. Cool guitar. Do you have any thoughts about it? Have you tried it? Do you want one? What's your thoughts about baritone guitars in general? Do you play them? Do you know what to play when you have one in your hand? I don't. So give me your thoughts. With that said, I hope you will like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, comment, and hope to see you in the next video.